Hi, welcome to Fratello Initech, your ultimate destination for learning latest technologies.
Hello everyone. In this session, I am going to explain about Power Query Editor in Power BI. So this Power Query Editor is a data transformation tool in Microsoft product. Power BI, it is used to clean and prepare the raw data before creating the reports, and it can connect to different data sources like Excel and SQL, CSV and web data. It helps to remove duplicates and blank rows, so we can change data types like text to number or date. It allows merging and appending multiple tables. So we can split and combine columns easily, and so when we enter new data, so it comes the same steps are applied automatically. So it ensures accurate, clean and data for reporting and analysis. So here I'm showing you how we open the Power Query Editor. So see that this is the Power BI desktop. When we import the data from any source, so it show. So for example, here product table is there. So I'm importing that data from Excel. See that here we have different types of tables, course table and student table and location table here. So just I'm selecting student table. So see that here we have some null values, student table and column 2, column 3, so on, column 5. So here, so we have to clean this data before loading into Power BI desktop. So to clean the data, we are using transform data. So just click on that. So when we click on that, so it will open the Power Query editor. So this is the Power Query editor. So see that, so we have to clean this data before cleaning. So we have to know these home tab and tabs. So transform and add column and view tools. So coming to the home tab here, so home tab contains the basic data preparation tools like close and apply. So here new source and recent sources and enter data. So here close and apply means apply all changes made in Power Query. So loads the clean data into Power BI model. So here we have a new source and it connects to new data sources. So like Excel and SQL Server and CSV here. So CSV text or web blank query. So here we have so one more recent resource, show recently used data connections from here. So here we have used recently these Excel files. So and one more is enter data used to manually create the table inside the Power BI. So if you want to enter manually, so we can use this enter data. So and one more is so data source settings here. So it is used to manage the data connections and change the credentials and permissions. So and one more is manage parameters. It creates the dynamic parameters like filters and file paths. So one more is so refresh preview. So it refreshes the data preview to show latest data. So advanced editors, so open M language code means a Power Query scripting here. So we are writing that. So and one more is properties. So these are the so properties we can use it is used to rename the query. So here so choose columns and remove columns here. So use first row as headers. So here so we can use this use first row as headers and we can replace the names. These are the main important in home tab. So here and one more is transform tab. So in the transform tab, so use it to modify and clean the column data. So here, so data type here. So data type is used to change the column type, means if it is text or number, date. So if you want to change that, so we can use these data types, duration and text and date time. So here, so one more is split the columns. So split column by delimiter or comma, space, etc. anything. So and one more is so here group by. So group by means it is used to so sum and count average to calculate that for the source data. So aggregate data we can call it as. So and one more is format options like so uppercase and lowercase. So change case here uppercase, lowercase and trim and clean, add prefix and suffix. So and one more is pivot columns. So here so it converts into columns. So, and one more tab is add column. So use it to create new columns based on logic and so here so custom for example like create the new column using the formulas here. So and one more is conditional so column. So conditional column based on the conditions like if logics. So and one more is index column. So adds the serial numbers like 1, 2, 3 here. So 1, 2, 3. So one more is a duplicate column. So it creates a copy of the columns. So here extracting the options, we can extract the year and months. So here text length from the source string. So one more tab is view tab here. So control the layout and display settings. So query settings here panel. So show applied steps and so properties here query settings panel. So and one more is a formula bar. So you can use that. So it shows M code for each transformation. So next one is column quality. So it shows the errors valid or and so empty values. So column distribution means shows the distribution useful for data profit and so here tools tab is there. So in the tools tab, we can manage the parameters. So used for the advanced configuration. So this is. So this is all about Power Query Editor. So here I'm cleaning this data. So just I'm removing these null values here. Just select the null, then okay. So say that we have changed that, so we have cleaned that null values. So here, so we have to display that student ID and name, age, gender as first column. So just click on the use first row as headers. So it will apply. So see that student ID, name, age, gender. So we have displayed as headings, column names. So then close and apply now. So automatically added into the Power BI desktop. See that? So the table has loaded into Power BI desktop. So after loading the data, so before loading the data, so we need any modifications. So if you want to do any modifications for the data, so we need to use Power Query editors. If you want to open from this, we use transform data here. So we can see that here. So just click on that. So when we click on the transform the data, so it will open. Just close. So this is all about Power Query Editor. So remaining we'll discuss in next class.
Thank you for watching the video. Please like the video and subscribe the channel for live updates. Please visit www.fratelloinitech.com for more courses.